بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على المبعوث رحمة للعالمين نبينا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه ومن اهتدى بهديه واستنى بسنته إلى يوم الدين. أما بعد, one of the pillars of Islam, and there are 5 pillars as you know, is Hajj, the sacred pilgrimage. It is the journey of a lifetime. It is once in every Muslim's life obligation. And if he does more than that, that's good. But the minimal requirement is once in a lifetime. In it, you see the poor and the rich. You see the old and the young. You see the righteous and the sinful. You see the black and the white. All of them coming to this limited area, this sanctuary. You cannot tell who's who. You cannot distinguish between them. They're all wearing the Ihram shrouds, and these are made of 2 pieces, the lower garment and the upper garment. And the vast majority of them, if not all, are clothed in white. They all say the same Talbia. لبيك اللهم لبيك لبيك لا شريك لك لبيك إن الحمد والنعمة لك والملك لا شريك لك. They all say, here I am, proclaiming that they are responding to the call of Allah, the Almighty Azza wa Jal, to perform Hajj. They come worshipping one Lord, not 2. They come believing in one religion, not more. There's no caste system between them. There's no racism or any form of segregation. They are dressed in white, reminding you that this is what they will wear when they depart this world after they die. They're shrouded in white cloth. A beautiful sight to see, a memorable journey to be involved in. 5, maybe 6 days you spend in this journey, but it gives you a lifetime experience. When you meet people from all over the world coming for one simple cause, they all have one common denominator, and that is wanting to go to Jannah. They want to go to paradise. And this is one of the conditions to enter paradise. If you ponder upon the Hajj, you'll be amazed. So many lessons to be learnt. So many prophecies that came to reality. Imagine, the Prophet ﷺ, once teaching his companions, he appointed to them areas, designated to them special places for whomever is coming to the holy shrines. When he passes by these places, he must assume Ihram. So he said Dhul Hulayfa is for Medina. There's no problem in that. Medina is a Muslim city. But then he said Yalamlam is the people of Yemen, for the people of Yemen. And the people of Yemen were not Muslims fully at the time. And then he set al-Juhfa for the people of Asham and Egypt. And these countries, the Levant area, alongside with Egypt, were a kafir country. They were disbelievers. Muslims had not set foot there yet. Yet the Prophet ﷺ indicated to them that these areas are for the pilgrims when they come to the holy shrine. They have to assume their ihram from there. Though these areas were all kafir countries and areas, which shows you that the Prophet ﷺ was giving a prophecy that all of these places will become Muslim land. And so it was. They've all, within few decades, or if not less, they all embraced Islam, reverted to Islam. And these countries till date, after 15 centuries, are still Muslim lands. No compulsion, no force was used or is used, and the people are Muslims by choice. And this shows you that the prophecies of the Prophet ﷺ all came to existence. When he said that Constantinople will become Muslim, we can see that. When he said that Rome will fall and will become Muslim, we're anticipating that. Therefore, there are so many things to learn about Hajj as a pillar of Islam. However, Muslims know that it's a one in a lifetime journey. But how soon should it be done? Can I wait until I'm 40? Can I wait until I'm 60? It's an issue of dispute, but the most authentic opinion among scholars, it is mandatory. ASAP, as soon as possible. If an individual has the means financially and physically to go there. So if you have the financial means to reach the holy shrines and you're physically fit, it's mandatory to do it now. You must not wait till your father and mother perform their Hajj. You must not wait until you get married or until the children grow up. It's mandated upon you now if you can go. It's not mandatory that you accompany your wife if she is unable. She can wait. But you have to do it now. The Prophet said, alayhi salatu wasalam, whoever wants to do Hajj, let him hasten to do it. For he may fall sick or be faced with some need. And now we are at the comfort of our homes and the safety of our countries. But there will come a time when such thing does not exist anymore. May Allah forbid. The Prophet said, alayhi salatu wasalam, enjoy this house, referring to the Kaba. So for us, living close by, we enjoy it. We go once a month and we try to pray as much as we can because it's close by. It's an hour drive. The Prophet says, alayhi salatu wasalam, enjoy this house, for it was demolished twice before, and in the third time, it will be uplifted. It will be ascended to the heavens. So you will not have it anymore. So this is a recommendation from the Prophet ﷺ to make use of this blessing that we have before it's too late. What's the reward of Hajj? So I've done my Hajj. Should I do it again? Of course you should do it again. If you can, definitely you should do it again. The Prophet said, alayhi salatu wasalam, Allah the Almighty says in al-Hadith al-Qudsi, a servant of mine whom I gave him a healthy body, and I expanded his provision, if he does not come to me, meaning for pilgrimage or umrah, every 5 years, then he is deprived of Allah's mercy, deprived of Allah's forgiveness, deprived of Allah's provision. Every 5 years you have to try your level best to come and visit for Hajj, if not, then for Umrah. And the Prophet said, alayhi salatu wassalam, whoever performs Hajj and does not commit any obscenity or commit any evil will go back free of sins as on the day his mother bore him. So you don't use any obscenity. You're not obscene in what you say. And you don't do any evil act. And while you are in the state of Ihram, there's no hanky-panky, no intimacy with the missus until you get out of the state of Ihram. If you succeed in doing that, there's nothing more rewarding than to know Allah has cleared your records of bad deeds. And the Prophet said, alayhi salatu, an accepted Hajj brings no reward but paradise. It is essential for everyone who's going to Hajj to learn the pillars, the obligatory acts, the recommended sunnah, so that you perform your Hajj correctly. It's essential that you perform your Hajj from halal earnings. So any money that has dubious sources of income or haram, such as riba or bribery or embezzlement, you must not include that in your Hajj. It's not also recommended for you to borrow in order to go to Hajj, because Allah forgives all the sins of a martyr except his debt. And he's a martyr. So definitely you should not do that. And you have to try your level best to repent to Allah Azza wa Jal before going and setting off for Hajj. So if you borrowed something from others, try to give them back their loans. If you oppressed someone, try to seek his forgiveness and give him back his rights, so that you come to Allah Azza wa Jal with a clean heart. A lot of us complain about the prices and the cost of Hajj, not knowing that one of the benefits of Hajj is provision. Yes, you're spending money, but you're getting a lot in return. The Prophet says, alayhi salatu wasalam, make the Hajj and Umrah follow each other closely. So keep on repeating them closely. Why? The Prophet says, alayhi salatu wasalam, for they remove poverty and sins as the bellows remove the dross of iron, gold and silver. So your Hajj and Umrah would bring you money. Don't worry about what you had spent. Allah would multiply that to you in this life and also in the hereafter. There are so many things that can be said about Hajj, but to know that you will be able to go back sinless and paradise is waiting for you, I think this beats all. هذا والله أعلم ونسبة العلم إليه أسلم وصلى الله وسلم وبارك على نبينا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين.